Okay, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever time it is, wherever you're watching this. Welcome back to episode 3 of my series about restoring this 1912, 1915-ish 2-inch gauge live steam locomotive. In this episode, you'll see a compilation of some steam tests that have been going on. I'm actually preparing the burner for another one right now. And basically what I'm trying to fix is these front two wicks are carbonizing really quickly. And I think it's because the burner wasn't sloped down enough, so the fuel was not running all the way down to here. So I've adjusted the height at which it sits a bit, so now there's some angle that hopefully more fuel will run all the way down and we won't have the carbonizing issue, because then the engine can't make anything above 15 psi, which is a little difficult. Yeah, you'll also see the making of, let's see, it's screwed on there, the buffer that's up here. I have another three to make. That'll be a time lapse. And yeah, I think that's it for my little spiel, so let's get into this steam test. So I thought I'd film my lighting up procedure. So we've got the burner wet, it's not full, the tank is full, needle valve is off, and then I put some safety glasses on because this typically blows back a bit. And flip it over very quickly, open the fuel valve, put some fuel down into the burner, and put the blower on. So we're alive, we're running, fire doesn't seem to be going out. Well, it sounds like we're slowing down a bit. I may try and lift it onto the track and give it a run up and down here. It's a tricky thing to juggle. Blower off, regulator open, and off we go. Not very far, but got to be very careful to not slosh the fuel out of the burner, which can happen. Well, I think that's running very well. Got plenty of water. The situation seems to be all right. I don't know why we're slowing down. I'm going to take a guess and say that we've probably carbonized the wicks because there's way too much water in the boiler for it to run out of steam already. You can see the safety valve is leaking a bit. I'm not sure why. I need to take it apart again this evening and figure that out. But I think I'm gonna just turn the fuel off and shut everything down, and then we can move over to looking at the buffers. Yeah, that'll be the next thing. So you join me now. The run is over. The engine is cooled down, relatively speaking. I'm gonna open the blower back up so it doesn't draw all the oily muck out of the cylinders back inside the boiler once it cools down. I'm gonna take the burner out and see if my hypothesis about the front wicks going out is correct. And yeah, it looks, let's see. I think my hypothesis is that it's getting too hot in the firebox with the cylinders providing the draft for these wicks to stay alight with the fuel in them, because even with the fuel cooling them, the actual wick material is catching on fire and then it burns down to the top of the burner tubes, and then it goes out. And it starts with the front two. I know that because I can put a mirror under here and I can see which ones are burning. It starts with the front two, and then this one normally goes, and then these three tend to stay alive for a little bit longer, and then they all go out. So I think some ceramic rope, 1/2 inch diameter, will hopefully solve this problem. If that doesn't work, then I'll go and buy some 100 mesh, stainless steel mesh, and do mesh wicks. And failing that, then I'll do a gas burner conversion and put a Stewart or a MaxiTrack tank in the bunker, and then have a Bix ceramic burner down here. How exactly we're going to work that around the rear coupled axle back here, I'm not quite sure, but that's very far in the future and not even a definite right now, so best not to worry about it. Anyways, I'll reposition the camera and then start yammering on about the buffers. Okay, so this is one of the buffer assemblies. The actual movable dynamic part of the buffer is made from 12L14 steel, and then the stock is made from bronze. I just realized that is not in frame at all. And then they have these original nuts, which came with the engine. They were on the funny buffer lock device on the back, and there were 4 of them, and I'm guessing they are the original retaining nuts for the buffers. So I cleaned them up with a tap and then put them on here. I have not fitted them with springs yet. The springs go on that part of the shaft there. And I will now jump into a time lapse of me making stock number 1. Actually, no, not the stock, the moving part, which I forget the correct name of. Okay, that I think concludes today's episode. So going forward, I'm gonna buy some ceramic rope to put in the burner. Hopefully that'll fix the issues with the burner, and then we can start making above 25 PSI. I think this is probably supposed to run at around 50. I could be wrong though. It has happened in the past. So, yeah, and then I need to look at the Henry Greenlee's 2-inch drawings for the Abergavenny, and look at his designs for the bogies, and then compare that with the general arrangement drawing from Brighton Works and see which one I like better. And then I will do my own drawings to scale, and then start buying materials for the bogies. And yeah, that'll probably be in about part 5, part 6. So bit of a ways to go. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and share if you feel like it. And yeah, that's all for today.